one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Please call the roll.
Councilman Brink is here. Councilman Morrow is excused. Councilman Kitchen?
Here.
Councilman Secreto?
Here.
Supervisor Quigley?
Thank you. Here. Welcome to the Town of Ulster Town Board meeting for Thursday, December 21st, 2017. If there is a need to evacuate this room, please note the closest exit. Please leave in an orderly fashion. Are there any additions or changes to the agendas?
None from me.
Okay, we have an item under old business. It's the last item. The resolution adopting the local town law number blank of 2017, imposing a temporary townwide moratorium on the installation of freestanding or ground-mounted solar energy systems will be delayed. We will consider that matter at the January 4th meeting. Tonight, we have an agenda. This section of public comment is limited to items that are on the agenda. So if there's anyone here tonight who would like to speak to agenda items, please raise your hand. The chair will recognize you. Please come to the podium. Please state your name and address and limit your comments to 3 minutes or less. On the agenda matters? Anyone? That's the agenda, yes? Anyone on agenda items?
Just a point of clarification. So the delayed agenda item, is that to not be discussed?
Hang around.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'd like to give Councilman Brink a couple of minutes to return from the men's room. I guess we're gonna have to have the tech come back.
I was loud enough the other day. Good.
Any communications to report?
No. No.
Abstract of claims? Who would like to take that?
I'll take that.
Mr. Secreto?
Yes, myself and Councilman Joe Brink met yesterday as the Finance Committee. We went over the abstracted claims, and here's the totals. Prepaid bills, $1,505,808.19. The abstract payments were $291,454.63. Escrow account, $9,152.50. Reserve account, $4,683.09. And the total fund was $1,811,098.41. With that being said, I ask for a motion to pass the abstract.
Motion made.
Do I have a second on the, Mr. Kitchen? Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Also, in your pamphlet package tonight, you see the budget modifications. Councilmen have gone over them, and I'm asking for a motion to pass the budget mods.
Are there anything in the budget mods that should be paid close attention to?
Not for me.
Okay. I got a motion on.
Second. Motion made.
Mr. Kitchen seconds. Any discussion?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Also, let me say one more thing. He kept it a secret from me, but On Thursday was Joe Brent's 83rd birthday. So we have
All right. In our package are the minutes for the Town of Ulster November 2nd workshop, the November 15th special meeting relating to the Fire Training Center, and the November 16th Town Board meeting. May I have a motion to accept the minutes as approved?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
Any discussion on the minutes? All those in favor?
Aye.
We are now on to department head reports for the building department, year-end report.
Good evening. Okay, so breaking down the building department activity. For commercial, this year we've been very busy, but we've seen some completion of some really interesting construction. Ulster Hose had their completion of their addition. We have the new Stewart's building on 9W. Bridgeview Storage put in an additional space of 20 by 200. Bednall Motors, their project is complete. Walmart did a lot of interior renovations. The former Bryce building at 1099, Bryce Beverages at 1099 Ulster Avenue has had a complete renovation, both interior and exterior, and it's come out absolutely beautiful. Ulster Crossing, we've had the addition of Petco and Michael's. 7 Greens, we had complete interior and exterior renovations of existing dwelling units and 2 brand new 8-unit buildings. And in Joe Masuda's strip mall after the fire, he did a complete reno of the 4 stores there. They meet current code and it came out absolutely beautiful. Residential, we have 6 new family residences. Fire inspections, we've inspected all public assemblies. This year, they've public assemblies range starting at an occupant load of 50 or more. Landlord inspections, this was the year in which we do all of them it's a 3-year cycle. So the multiple dwelling inspections, as they've done every 3 years, we've completed and looked at 652 units. Abstracts and CO searches, we've done a total of 241. For complaints, we had 306. Of those 306, 292 are closed, 5 are open court cases, and 9 we're working with the owners for volunteer compliance. All 18 mobile home parks have been inspected, and that's it.
Thank you. Any
welcome.
questions?
None.
Assessor?
Good evening, Supervisor and board members. This time of the year, my duties are typically out of the office inspecting the building permits that Mrs. Moniz has generated, okay? All of the enhanced star applications to our senior citizens have been mailed. Many of them are being returned. The senior aged exemptions have not been mailed yet. They will be mailed by the end of this year, and the only reason they don't go out is because there is a different income requirement that they have to follow. Okay, let's see, what else? I want to thank the board for passing tonight, if to do so, the Cold War Veterans exemption was passed at the county level, and keeping it going countywide, removing the sunset clause will help about 650 veterans. So if there's any questions I can answer.
None for me.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Mr. Majori for the sewer department?
Ulster Sewer Department, we had a great year made possible by great staff and assistance of all the other departments and the town board. We have made a lot of progress eliminating I&I as well as maintaining and prolonging the life of our collection system. Some of those jobs consisted of clearing easements, rebuilding manhole structures, jetting and backing sewer lines, inspections of manhole structures and sewer mains, as well as flow monitoring. All this work saves the district money and frees up district capacity, allowing growth and expansion. Other projects moving forward are working on extensions of sewer services in much-needed areas of the town. This work consists of securing grant funding as well as project design. Also, as many of you have probably seen, we've been proactive in trying to eliminate some of the debris coming into the sewer system, and that's trying to eliminate the build of other processes that is very costly to, adopt or address the garbage being dumped into the sewers. Whittier also had a good year with plenty of progress. We rebuilt manhole structures in the collection system and interceptor lines. We also are taking action on replacing our power line poles that feed the plant, as well as the plant control building roof. Both of these items were constructed in the 1950s and are at the end of their service. Other projects I've been working on in Whittier is design and options for sludge management. This will make the plant more efficient with less manpower to accomplish these goals. Washington Ave, we have no problems to report. Flows have increased in the last year with the businesses' heavy traffic, but we have plenty of capacity for growth. What's that?
As to the two grant projects, do you care to mention them?
Katrine Lane, we are moving forward into the design and layout stage of that project. And just in the last week, we've secured another grant for Spring Lake, and we will be moving forward in the next year on design and all the preliminary work for that project.
Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Majori?
Have none.
Thank you. Mr. Rose, for the Water Department?
Busy year for Ulster Water. To date, 290 million gallons have been pumped. We've had 14 mainline water breaks, 2 service leaks. We repaired 5 holes in the small south tower. We've had 575 service calls, 319 markouts. We replaced 6 mainline water valves. We've completed the extension of the Ulster Water District to the Brigham Lane, and to date, we've had 22 customers have hooked up. We completed our annual valve exercising program, flushed all town-owned fire hydrants, and completed all required New York State testing. Busy year.
And I just want to acknowledge that Mr. Rose, of those 6 valves replaced, 5 of them were replaced in one night, right?
Yes.
So congratulations, thank you. Mr. Petromal?
We've been a busy and productive year for the Highway Department. We've paved just under 5 miles of roadway this year. That's pretty much average the last 4 or 5 years. Everything's moving along smoothly. We are prepared for winter. We've had 3 minor storms. Everything's worked well. The equipment's working well. The whole year we couldn't be successful in what we do if it wasn't for Vinnie, John, Kyle, building assessor, all the departments, and the town board. We appreciate everything. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Petromal? Mr. Berardi, on the Police Department.
Good evening. Obviously, the police department's been steady. This is our busiest time of year, the holiday season. Police department was able to do much needed upgrades this year with equipment as a cooperation from the board and the supervisor, and I want to thank you for that. Today we actually received our new portables that was authorized to be purchased, so we're putting those in service today and as soon as we can. Throughout the year though, as of today, we've handled 17,819 calls for service so far, and obviously we still have 10 days or plus left in the year. Out of those calls, 1,154 of them were car accidents. 129 of those were injuries. 1,025 of those were property damage. 731 arrests so far this year. Of those, 35 of them were for driving while intoxicated or impaired. And we have issued 2,527 tickets this year so far. Obviously, all that could not be done without the men and women that work for me. Some of them are standing here tonight, and I just want to thank them for that.
Questions from the board? Thank you. Suzanne, do you have anything to report for the town clerk's office?
I'll be brief. Financially, in 2017, the town clerk's office collected $416,874 in fees. That includes, but not limited to, 533 dog licenses, 167 death certificates, 37 marriage licenses, and over $11,000 in DEC fees, which include hunting and fishing licenses. A highlight this year, the town clerk's office spearheaded the town of Ulster hosting an Ulster County Chamber of Commerce mixer down at Post Park. It was a record event. They hold monthly events throughout the county, and this event had over 300 people, so that was a success. Also this year, just like last year, we concentrated on records management, going through old boxes and scanning them for preservation and organization of all town documents. We actually retrieved 34 boxes from the town highway the highway complex storage room, and we're going through them now, finishing up before the end of the year. Currently, we are awaiting Ulster County's preparation of our tax bills. We're hopefully going to have those mailed out by the December 31st in preparation to collect starting January 2nd. Thank you.
Any questions for the town clerk? That concludes department head reports for the year end. Thank you very much. Mr. Berardi, please come forward. During the year, employees may make a decision to retire from a long career in the town. And tonight, I'd like to call John Dickson up in recognition and appreciation of 32 years of service and dedication to the town of Ulster Police Department. I want to present you with this retirement award.
On behalf of the police department and PBA, I also want to give John an award. I worked with John personally for quite a number of years, and obviously in recognition of many years of hard work and dedicated service, I also present this award to John Dickson.
John, you're welcome to say a few words. You're welcome to say a few words if you wish.
Well, I'd just like to thank everybody for their support and for my years, the 32 years that I was here, and everything that I got to do. And one thing I just have to say tonight is you need to address this man as chief, not Mr. He's a chief. And you need to respect him and do that.
Thank you. Not so quite 32 years, but David Kimble, in appreciation for 18 years of service and dedication to the town of Ulster Police Department. And I think the last couple of years were probably the most enjoyable, but from a policing aspect, the most challenging as the school resource officer at Miller School. So I want to appreciate your service to the town and present this to you.
Also, on behalf of the police department, PBA, I also present you a plaque in recognition of your many years of hard work and dedicated service to the town of Ulster Police Department. And Dave has elected to remain as a part-time officer, so he's here to stay for a little while longer. He said he's going to retire when I retire, so I don't know how long he wants to hold out for. But Dave, congratulations. Thank you very much.
I just want to say a few words. I'll keep it short.
You've never shortened my office.
I know. I always have a lot to say, but I'll keep it brief. First of all, I want to, it's been an honor to serve the people of this community for 18 years. This is a community that my entire family lives in and a community that I grew up in. Over 18 years ago, I had an opportunity to take other jobs in bigger departments. I decided to be a name instead of a number. That's the way I looked at it. And I think we forged ahead in Ulster Police, and continue to work with Chief Berardi, Lieutenant Grimoya, and some great men and women in this department. We're second to none. And I think I made the right decision 18 plus years ago. I get a little choked up because my heart is in this town and I really care about it a lot. There's some fine men and women that work for this town as well, both paid and volunteer. And for you residents here, people that visit, people that work here, you're getting a fine service. It's second to none all the way around. I'd like to thank the board as well. And I'll be out there still, but I'll let the newer officers take over. I am going to miss the day-to-day challenges, and with that, the day-to-day rewards as well. So thank you all very much, and thank you. Thank you.
Moving on to new business. In our package tonight for presentation and acceptance is the town clerk's monthly report for the month of November 2017. I asked Suzanne if you have anything to call to our attention in this report.
I don't.
May I have a motion to accept the report as presented?
Second.
Any questions or discussion? All those in favor? Aye. The next item in our package is a presentation for acceptance of the supervisor's monthly report for the month of November 2017. There are no transactions that I wish to call, as there was a normal operating process in the month and everything is in accordance with plan. So may I have a motion to accept the supervisor's report?
Move.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Please post that report to the town's website. Thank you. Who's on personnel, Joel?
Yeah.
Take the next one, please.
Yes, Supervisor. We have a person who is resigning. She works in the court office. The letter I have thoroughly enjoyed working at the town of Ulster Court as a court clerk. However, I wanted to let you know that my last day will be December 15, 2017. And signed, I can't read the first.
Crystal Voice.
Crystal Boyce. And we thank her for her time in the court, and we wish her well in the future.
May I have a motion accepting Crystal Boyce's resignation?
Second.
All right, discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Gentlemen, at a previous police commission meeting, we authorized the disposal of a police cruiser. So tonight, I'm asking for town board action to declare surplus and authorize the sale of a 2012 Dodge Charger. The VIN number is in our records, from the police department via Auctions International for an internet auction.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it, Supervisor.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. In our package is a resolution requesting the Ulster County Legislature to appoint Frank Almquist as the delegate from the town of Ulster to the Ulster County Planning Board, and Anna Hayner as the alternate delegate to the Ulster County Planning Board. May I have a motion to accept the resolution as presented?
Move.
Second.
Okay, do we have any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. During the course of 2017, the highway superintendent ran a surplus in the blacktop line item due to a number of circumstances beyond his control. He's asking for permission to carry that money over to 2018 and use that in addition to the money that we previously appropriated for blacktop. So in your packages is a motion, or sorry, a resolution authorizing the payment of the 2018 Highway Fund debt service, payment in 2017, and the reallocation of the 2018 budget line item for debt service in the Highway Fund to Blacktop.
Second.
Any discussion on the resolution?
None.
All those in favor?
Aye.
The last item under new business is a resolution authorizing the acceptance of the easement for the Ulster Sewer District in the town of Ulster. This is in relation to the construction of the medical office building on Ulster Avenue across from Adams. The construction of the building required an abandonment of a portion of the sewer easement crossing that property and the relocation of the sewer line to continue servicing the properties on the east side of Ulster Avenue. So I ask for a motion to accept the resolution authorizing the easements.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Discussion?
None.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Proceeding to old business. We have a motion to authorize the supervisor to sign the engagement letters for the 2017 town audits with the EPR group, CPAs, general town audit and single audit, $33,300, town justice court, $2,900, town clerk's office, $3,250. They have a motion authorizing the supervisor to sign the letters.
Motion made.
Discussion on the matter? All those in favor? Aye. Gentlemen, in your package is a resolution granting a one-year extension of the site plan approval for Ulster 9W Holdings LLC, 1680 to 1694 Ulster Avenue, and 1670 to 1678 Ulster Avenue. This goes back to a site plan that was approved in 2007. This town board has regularly, for the last 10 years, approved extensions pending the market conditions, delivering a prospective use that would fit within the approvals. So I ask for a motion to accept the resolution as presented.
I'll make that motion.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. We have a resolution adopting local law number 2, is that the correct number? Of 2017, entitled a local law to amend local law number 1 of 2008 to extend the Cold War veterans exemption. I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
And the last item on our agenda is a resolution adopting the Town of Ulster 2018 fee schedule. This fee schedule was presented at the previous meeting. It has been published on the town's website for 2 weeks. This fee schedule will be effective January 1st, 2018, and is an integral part to the budget that was passed in November. So I'm asking for a motion to accept the resolution on the town's fee schedule.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion on the matter?
Aye.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our scheduled agenda for tonight. I'm going to open the floor to any matter that any citizen here tonight wishes to address the town board on. I ask that you come to the podium, state your name and your address, and please keep your comments to 3 minutes or less.
Thank you. I haven't been here in 3 years. The last time we were here...
Your name and address, please, for the
Excuse
record.
me. My name is Rachel Marco Havens. My address is 24 Nair Street, Woodstock, New York. I am here to speak to a bigger picture regarding the Lincoln Park Grid Support Center. Thank you for moving with discernment on this. I appreciate it. I just want to say that since I was here last regarding the Niagara Bottling Company, at the end of that, we learned that the community certainly seems to be thinking, the wider community, about sustainable and regenerative energy, and economic development. I understand that we are talking about the powering of batteries for backup, and I wonder if we might consider regenerative solutions like solar. I'm glad to hear that they are waiting to hear more from the community, and I ask you to consider moving towards renewable, truly renewable energy sources as New York is currently being ravaged by fossil fuel industry. And while we know the governor just divested all of any new pensions from fossil fuel, he is also greenlighting some projects and working against the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. It's not an easy process to protect our people, and I'm asking for this council to use as much discernment as you possibly can and consider all of the surrounding communities and all the way back and down to the points of extraction. Thank you very much, and I'm sorry you're not looking me in the eye, but I would also just like to speak back to just mention what I experienced in your granting those awards. Dave Kimble made me cry. And the fact that he holds such reverence for his community and spent all of this time here in his community, I'm hoping that as you support the new, any new people coming to your community, you consider locals. That was quite beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Lowell Thing. I live at 188 Ledge Road in the town of Ulster, and in the Fox Run neighborhood, not far from where the backup power station is planned. So we were encouraged to read that the developer plans to leave almost all of the 200 acres on the plot that they're purchasing as forest. From what we've seen of this forest, and the forest is adjacent to Fox Run, as you may know, and is part of the attraction of that particular development. It acts as a buffer between the commercial developments between Route 9W and Route 32, so that this part of the town of Ulster is visually and environmentally varied. I haven't looked at the zoning map yet, but I'm assuming that the area where the backup power plant is zoned for commercial use. And I wonder, assuming that it is, whether that should be reconsidered. If I were starting with a land use plan, I would seriously think about attempting to reserve all of this forest for the buffer that it currently is. In addition to that concern, just the concern of preserving the forest as it, in some way, I have a number of questions about the need for this energy backup, its location relative to other possible locations, and assuming this backup is needed, whether a clean energy solution would be a better way to go. If you don't start here, where do you start? Should the town of Ulster have a plan for its future energy needs, or do we rely solely on developers? I have other questions, and then there are questions I probably don't yet know enough to ask. But I would hope that as a community, the town of Ulster would begin to find answers to these questions before giving approval for this particular backup power station. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thing. Anybody else? Any comments on any topic? I have a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much.